the center does not necessarily have to repeat itself at the unit level. It shouldn't be. But the problem I'm having is who is this messenger talking about all these things? You see, because as at that time, he was at the helm of affairs. He was at the helm of affairs. And the buck stopped at his table. And you know, I have always believed that discipline flows from the top, not the other way around. So if anything happened, if any atrocity or any act is perpetrated during, you know, during the tenure of office of the person at the helm of affairs, you cannot be heard to say that, oh, my subordinates did it. So all the stupendous level of atrocities of corruption that took place between 1999 and 2007 must be traceable to one particular person, and that's the person at the helm of affairs. And it is not for the person at the helm of affairs. There is more to say. You could talk 19 to the dozen on this matter, and you would not be through with it.
You know, but on the Salisu Buhari matter and the Tinubu matter, you know, a host of people will say that it's just a matter of the area where they had to get the results. I mean, for instance, if they had to call for the same results, say, in the school in the north, you most likely would have had the same thing. That is because we had to refer to, you know, jurisdictions outside our shores that we were able to get what the true state of things were.
Yes.
So maybe, you know, it wasn't so much as justice was done in one particular case as much as the circumstances surrounding how, you know, evidence was going to be got so that justice could be carried out.
Yes.
Would you agree with that?
Well, I agree, because you see, in both cases, we're talking of you know, outside countries outside this place, where some of these things were perpetrated or allegedly perpetrated. Now, that of Salisu Buhari came to light easily. Now, that of Tinubu, you wouldn't say today that it actually came to light, even if it's the same from Canada, Toronto, or wherever. You know, you wouldn't say it actually came to light, because, you know, no court in the land pronounced on it, but the court in Abuja pronounced on it. When I mean court, I mean the court of the National Assembly, in quotes, pronounced on that one, and then they turned the offending party adrift. Now, but here in Lagos, the court, no court ever pronounced, neither the traditional, the conventional court, nor the court of the, you know, the court of the State House of Assembly ever pronounced on it, even if they originated from the same part of the world. But the one was pronounced upon, the other was not pronounced upon, apparently because of Section 308. Yes. So that's my position on that.
Let's leave this qualification matter and really look at the nut of it all. When we talk about leadership now, the issue concerning leadership from independence to date.
Yes.
I want to key in with what Professor Akinyemi did say, saying that we should take off the blame of generational blame and look at what we have done as a people.
Yes.
Over time, we've seen a category of persons with different kinds of name and policies with the aim of driving the nation developmentally speaking.
Yes.
But we haven't actually seen it. Is it a death of ideas, or deliberately not wanting to see all of those ideas come to fruition? Because over time, we've always seen different names given for different policies of government, but none categorically has been able to achieve what the nation desired.
Yes, you see, good talk, good statement. Right from independence, you see, you could go give kudos to the First Republic and then say it's okay. But that's after a fashion. It's not as if they were saints. They were saints even during the First Republic. Because during that time, I mean, there was a gentleman Prime Minister of Nigeria. I don't know about other people, but I fell in love with him as a young boy. You know, I loved him because he was acutely intelligent, and he was humble. Here was a man that I thought couldn't hurt a fly until the crisis in the Western House, I mean, in the Western region at that time erupted. You Yes, but that was the only point that could be counted against the First Republic. What happened in the West, the politics that went into the eruption of crisis in the West, that was the only thing against the First Republic. But after the First Republic, you take a look at the Second Republic, and you will see some men, I don't want to mention names, not because they are not culpable, but because I want to revere the memories of certain people. Some people were associated with, during the Second Republic, associated with champagne, which is the symbol of recklessness, the symbol of rank and discipline. That was the First Republic. And then there was utter recklessness during the Second Republic. Now there was a Third Republic that was neither here nor there. Now the Fourth Republic started in 1999 to date. And since 1999, you see, well, but before 1999, the military people had been there. Between 1983, November 1983, and August 1985, somebody was there for about 1.5 years or so, 18 months. He was there, and he let it be known that his sole aim of coming to power was to introduce Islamic theocracy into Nigeria. So today when we're talking of Boko Haram, it didn't start yesterday. It started right from that period, between 1983 and 1985. And between 1985 and August 1993, somebody was also there. Here was the person who laid the foundation for the ruin of this country, for the socio-political and economic ruin of this country. He laid the foundation for the ruin of this country. Now here was the person who surreptitiously and most invidiously introduced Nigeria into the Organization of Islamic Community. You know, so I'm talking of how this Boko Haram something started. I mean, now between August 1985 and June 1998, there was another reckless dictator. You see, reckless dictator that nearly ruined this country. We couldn't. I mean, there was a ranking security in the land during his period, and between that time and the beginning of the Fourth Republic, there was yet another person. There was economic recklessness during a period of less than 1 year. All right, and between 1999 and 2007, oh boy, that was it. You know, corruption flourished. It flourished. It flowered. I mean, the seed was planted in 1985. Now it germinated, it sprouted in 1990. Between that time and 1993, and between 1999 to 2007, the thing not only grew, but it ramified. Ramified meaning it grew branches, and fructified. Fructified meaning bore fruits. And we now have an oak tree of corruption in the land today. So now what I'm trying to say by painting this picture is that all of these regimes, all of these administrations that have just spelled out, were not headed by minors. They were not headed by the young generation, so to say. They were all headed by people, graybeards, by which I mean septuagenarians, octogenarians, some of them nonagenarians, claiming false age brackets. Those are the people. So there is no talk. You can't talk of, the young generation. I mean, between 1999 and 2007, in fact, you could say without any, fear of contradiction, that almost all the ministers between that period went from the sublime to the ridiculous. Now they were working directly under under a particular person at whose table